Hey everyone, Alex Trades here, and I am back with another live stream of Call of Cthulhu 2 hours later than normal, just because I got delayed by a bunch of stuff. So let's get started. Not new game. Things were just starting to get crazy. Chapter 5? It kind of feels like a lot of story has not happened yet. You wanna fuck off, cat? Pierce and Officer Bradley followed the intruder to the secret meeting place of a cult set in a network of underground caves right under the Hawkins Manor. They witnessed a strange ceremony led by a Charles Hawkins, very much alive. Bradley tried to arrest him. Why? But Hawkins, whose body displayed various mutations, disemboweled the police officer. As he tried to escape from him, Pierce found himself prisoner of a rockfall. Rushed to the Riverside Institute, he is in a critical state. But then he woke up and Bradley was alive. Something really terrible has gone down. Clearly, it's the Cthulhu cult. Mess. I've seen some of this, I believe. But a refresher is nice. It's been 2 weeks. Oh yeah, that's right, their faces changed. He should be dead. Like, I mean, I suppose you could survive that, but there doesn't seem to be a real hospital here. Yeah, her face just changed. Reminds me a little bit of the movie Rupture.
He's having a seizure.
He will survive. Strong subject.
They're kind of presenting this like, yeah, that was really...
He's opening his eyes.
You saved him, Fuller. I can't get up.
Don't move, Pierce. You can certainly say that you gave us a scare.
Okay, dead dude.
What did you do to me? Undo these straps.
Whoa, go easy, my friend.
Friend? We ain't friends.
You were dead.
I'm not
He
your
killed
friend,
you.
pal.
Are you sure he's better?
He was dead. Me too. We were dead. What are you doing?
I'm sorry, my friend.
What? No.
I especially didn't want to skip since I'm going to be skipping everything for,
What happened to me?
Spooktober.
Where am I?
You're in the Institute, obviously. What's that guy doing? He just went in there.
Mr. Sanders, you have to come with us.
No, please. I can't leave here.
You've got no choice, Sanders, and neither do we.
You don't understand. If I go out, he'll see me. No, no!
You're leaving this cell.
Please. I don't want him to find me.
He drew all over the inside of his cell. Oh. Yeah. Sleep? Is that, like... Jesus, that's a lot of screaming. Like, an insane amount of screaming. And now laughing. That sounds like multiple people laughing now? Hi, Mutterfetcher. Okay, so I think my only option is to... Oh, no, wait. What is that? It's pumping out a gas of some kind. Screaming is quite a lot. bar straps and stuff. Is that everything? Do I just go to sleep? I guess I'll take a nap. Partially because I don't want to keep listening to that. Wait, the room's different. Now I'm in that first room. Ugh, head Bob. James like, hey, let's see how much we can make people vomit. That's always fun, right? I get the fact that he is like unsteady on his feet, but can we not? Makes me not want to explore or continue playing the game at all. Because I hate this. Oh. Hi, Purple Tiger.
Pursued me right into their dreams. They schooled all over their maps in the wake of my lonely wanderings.
Okay. Hey. That's...
No sea is dark enough to hide the color of my blood.
I'm gonna just
Strong
scream.
enough to scatter my dreams.
I love when games decide to do white screen, white out. I fucking hate it. Okay, Jonathan Reed, what are we doing? Less handsome Jonathan Reed. They only say that because Anthony Howell does his voice.
When the last of them rises up, you will choose.
To not be here.
I will not be here to bear witness to it, because you will have released me.
I did not know that was the next line.
Your cries, or theirs.
Sounds like you're saying I have a choice to make. I don't really want to free you. You sound terrifying.
You there. Wake up. Come on, stand up.
What?
We don't have much time. Can you stand up?
Who are you?
I'm standing.
A friend of Ethan Bradley. It was he who told me that you had been interned here.
Wait. Bradley is really alive? I don't understand. You filled me so full of drugs I can't distinguish dream from reality.
Please believe that I have nothing to do with these disgraceful treatments. Look, I don't have time to explain everything. I'm not really supposed to be here. And the same goes for you, according to Ethan. You must leave as soon as possible, and as unobtrusively as possible. I brought you your clothes. Let me go ahead. We'll meet upstairs.
Wait a minute. What's going on here? What do they do to the patients to make them so terrified?
I would really like to know. I only see them when they are brought up for medical treatment, for problems they didn't have before going downstairs. But this is neither the time nor the place to talk about that.
Yeah,
We must not stay here.
We're gonna
There
have
are
a
2 men
conversation,
standing
but
guard near the stairs. It's the only way to the floor above. I shall try to distract them, and get at least one to come with me. All you need to do is to follow me as soon as the way is free.
okay,
Understood.
Missy, no. Your head is resting directly on the escape key, and we are not playing that game. I didn't get to ask any of my other questions. Come on, get your ass down. Trying to get me out of this game. Escape from the asylum. I see Bradley being disemboweled by this man again. Was he really Charles Hawkins? My running away, the rockfall, being made prisoner under the rocks. Did someone tempt me? Bradley is alive? What is this place? Some sort of asylum? They took a man and Bradley is alive? Jesus, Bradley is alive twice. A woman has come to free me. She works here as a doctor. She says that she was sent by Bradley, that she will create a diversion to distract the guards so that I can get to the floor above unnoticed. Can I trust her? Bitch, I don't think you can trust anybody. Sanity. The ritual. In the tunnels under the Hawkins mansion, Pierce witnessed the disemboweling of Officer Bradley by a man who, with a monstrous appearance, where is the mouse? You're on top of it, so where's the... Okay. The men in gowns and their rituals had not succeeded in affecting the veteran. However, the brutal death of Bradley, the discovery of the identity of his killer, whom he recognized as the dead Charles Hawkins, as well as the latter's superhuman strength, managed to strike fear into him. Pierce still doesn't know how he should know if he should believe what he saw. He may even put these visions of horror to the shock because of the death of Bradley. Oh, okay. Or he may put it down to a lack of oxygen provoked by the rockfall. That's also highly possible. You're stable, confident in your abilities and your Cartesian mind. You conduct your investigation by sticking to the facts, your convictions, and your perception of reality. Your conclusions are logical and stable. Charles Hawkins. He's looking good. Age 41, ship owner. Charles Hawkins is alive, despite its crude, and I think it was supposed to say Charles Hawkins is alive the first time, and then Bradley is alive the second time. I think that was the mistake. Despite its crude and deformed appearance, this thing looked like Hawkins. He attacked Bradley after he recognized him. What could have happened to Charles on the night of the fire? I've never seen a major burns victim in such a state. You mean with tentacles? They didn't grow tentacles and a third eye? Something's not right. Alright, the woman. Marie Colden, age 32, doctor. Officer Bradley's female friend works as general practitioner at the Riverside Institute. She had figured out long before I arrived that Fuller was involved in illegal activities. She wants to shed light on the nature of his experiments and believes that helping me to solve the Hawkins case could advance her own investigation. That's a lot of information we didn't get from that conversation. I feel like I lost some stuff. You can't escape. He'll come for you. Can't stare. Burn it.
What does this mean?
Painting it. paintings are cursed.
What did he write about the painting?
Or the paintings are cursed. Sarah. Something about Sarah.
Am I in an asylum?
Yes, dude! How is this a question?
In his eyes, this symbol must have some protective virtues. What did they inject him with?
Am I done in here? Oh, just know that guy was standing there. I don't think I am. But at the same time, it looks like I am. How did he write on the ceiling? So impressive. Oh, not done.
Sarah Hawkins is on this list of authorized visitors.
Now I'm done. Would you bitches quit laughing?
If I don't get out of here, I'll end up like him.
Fuck you. No.
Poor wretch.
Dr. Cochrane, I would like to say that I'm surprised to see you, but we all know that your curiosity will be your ruin.
I don't understand. These people need care. You keep them in this terrible place as if...
Go back upstairs where your patients are waiting for you to treat them.
Hey, German.
Gentlemen, do not disappoint me anymore. No one enters or leaves.
Yes, Doctor.
So she did not help me. Well, I mean, okay, she did help me out.
Damn it.
When the
I'll
enemy
have to find
says...
a way of getting rid of those two myself.
What did that say?
I told you not to let her come down.
I know.
Danger, high voltage. I'm sorry, that just made me think of that Spinal Tap song. Oh. Oh! I cannot stay in there. What the fuck was that? Was he getting stressed out? Because that was stressing me out.
The machine is working again, but the control wheels haven't been put back on.
I was just going to the storage room. I can bring him to you.
What the fuck is...
Dr. Fuller doesn't want us touching the pressure valve.
What the fuck?
As you want.
That
I'm
was
gonna
weird.
see if there's sleeping pills left. They've run out again upstairs.
Put a few aside for me, will you? And above all, leave the wheels where they are.
Good God. What could this machine be used for?
Nothing good. Let's just... medical record of Francis Sanders. According to his record, the patient seems to be suffering from psychosis. He gouged his own eyes out in an attack of delirium. Yeah, it does still look pretty good. Their character models are sort of eh, but the game, the environments are amazing looking. Official use Riverside Institute inmate tracking system, inmate detention identification form. Francis Saunders. I don't know his ID number. That date of birth is October 3rd, 1877. He's 47. Place of birth, can't read that. Sex, male. Race, white. Hair, brown. Eyes, hazel. Height, 5 something. Weight, something. Special handling remark. Fuck if I could read that. This is definitely doctor handwriting, right? Yeah, I can't read this. Again, there's nothing on the back. Oh! Oh, there's a dead body.
The corpse is complete. Whose are these limbs?
What? There's limbs over here? Oh my god, there are!
Is there a connection between this corpse and the machine?
Obviously, he's in the room with the machine. These potions, they're all glowy. There's an arm up there. There's a brain in a jar. There's a dead cockroach on the counter. There's another dead cockroach. It's a shelf, not a counter, but... Oh my god, they're laughing.
This machine seems to consume a great deal of electricity. What will happen if I increase the current to the limit?
I don't want to find out.
It's an ammeter. I didn't expect to see one on this little rock.
Could you explain what an ammeter is to me? Because maybe he knows what it is, but I don't. Oh, there's a staircase up here? This is a lot bigger than I thought it was gonna be. So I just tried to get past those two guys.
Worse and worse.
What am I looking at now? Oh, yeah, that does not look good. I'll admit that's true.
Vats of rotten flesh? An elaborate electrical system? Like a dumb pulp novel.
Ew. How do you perform experiments in such a, lack of sterile environment? Create a diversion. Oh, I can turn on the machine to create a diversion. Oh. dude over there. There really isn't anything in there, right?
Zoology, esotericism, mineralogy, and a full shelf on cephalopods. Sarah Hawkins. She was a patient here.
Sarah Hawkins was interned at Riverside for fits of insanity a while before her death. She wasn't at her first attempt with the fire at the mansion. It's another place to hide.
Dementia? Self-inflicted wounds?
A document attesting to the fact that Irene Saunders, wife of Francis Saunders, had her husband interned after he had shown grave signs of madness. Detecting current? Oh, there's
Anatomy, anthropology, nothing surprising.
I love in sneak games these doors that go both ways. I just have to get past those guys over there. So let's see. Breviary of Medicine? This heavy tome, Breviary? I've never heard that word before. Did you know like 5 things? This heavy tome, the first in a series of 3 volumes, is the bedside book of every experienced practitioner. It contains all the recent advances in modern medicine. It is frequently found in the libraries of major medical universities. It is surprising to discover a copy in such an isolated place as Darkwater. You just clicked a button. Blues. Okay. This. What are you doing? You're acting like there's something else in here. Or around. You're like telling me I'm not done with this area. Maybe you don't mean it. Ooh, wait a minute. You do mean
A control wheel to mount on a plumbing system.
Okay. Glad I got that. I don't know why I need it. Where am I trying to go?
The green gas leaves from here and it runs through the whole building.
What was that sound?
Perfect.
Oh, I just saved. Okay. Where's this connect to? It's in here.
It's locked.
Okay. Oh. Oh, this is another place to hide, isn't it? Or can I go down here? I can, but he gets claustrophobic easily. Like, it freaks me out. Like, it literally makes my anxiety bad. Worse for most people as well.
Now for the next step.
What am I doing? I'm just doing shit.
This lever must turn on the gas machine. The piping hasn't burst. Not yet, anyway.
But it will?
This valve controls the pressure.
You remember none of it. Oh, it's over here. Dr. Fuller, I've repaired your machine as best I can. However, the piping has been damaged and I fear the gas is escaping. I cannot, that's supposed to be one word, do any more in such a short time. All I can do is warn you, if the equipment is put under too much pressure, there is risk of explosion. Z. Allen, mechanic. Oh wow, it's really bad. Oh no, wait, I made it better. No, make it worse. There we go. Another one up here. I'm not down. Oh, I just went a circle. What's this? Note to staff, last week's incident caused significant damage to the infrastructure, putting a stop to current experiments. This is unacceptable. From now on, the wheels to operate the gas stop cocks must be kept in the storage room after each use. Moreover, you must keep the register of use up to date. Dr. Fuller. Ooh, okay. So, I kind of need to find the other one. I only found one. This.
Have I activated anything?
I don't know. I don't see the other one, so it must not be in. I don't see the other version. It's a shovel. You know what? Oh wow, there's a. What the fuck? I see. Like, he makes so much noise when he's just walking around. Yeah, I'm not actually seeing it anywhere. It just turns it back. Yeah. You can't take it, like, turn it and then take it off for some unknown reason. Okay, I don't know where the other one is. Even though the pressure seems to be very high right now. The other one was over there. Yeah. So where's the storage room? It's right here. God, the sound. That sounds like someone's discovering me when I do that. Ah, fuck. Like, oh, never mind. Oh god, there's a guy over there too. They're in my way. I can't do what I need to do.
Locked.
If I walk, I do not stop. If I do not stop, he does not catch me. If he does not catch me, I do not sleep. If I do not sleep, I do not see him. I do not hear him. He does not call me. He does not call me. He calls me.
What?
If I sleep, am I dead?
Get me out! Don't let me sleep in here.
What is welling up inside me? I feel it in my head and in my body. He roars and swells and has strength of oceans. Its waves rise and crash, leaving behind them only trail of white nourishing foam. He is my master. He enters me. Yes, 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 yes.
How many of them are there?
You there, come here. I don't know what you're doing there, but you don't seem to be friends with the nurses. I can—
What do you want?
Sleep. That's all.
Sleep? You don't want to leave?
No. Have you seen the storm that's brewing? I'm fine here. Except for one problem.
You want sleeping pills, right?
Yeah. And in exchange, I can make noise. Lots of noise.
There's like multiple ways
Draw
to
the
distract
guards
them.
to your cell to allow me to escape.
So, you in? Find something to make me sleep, and I'll take care of the guards for you.
Is it the noise that disturbs you?
No, it's the nightmares. We all have them here. That's what wakes us up. And afterwards, there's no way to get back to sleep.
If I find something, who knows what I'll do?
That's not what I meant.
Wise guy, because you're on the outside and I'm not.
That's not what I wanted to say.
So, have you got him?
Not yet.
Hurry up, if you don't want them to find you.
a guy like right there. This seems like a solid trade. I need to get in that storage room because I haven't found any sleeping pills, but I definitely know where the other valve is. It's in there. But yeah, he's in there. I don't know where it is. See if I can see where it is without making it. Oh, I just left the room. Oh, the pharmacy's over here, though. Oh. Oh, is he coming this way?
Hey!
Hi, sweetie. What was this? When an enemy suspects your presence, a white... Okay. Found it. Sorry, that was really funny though. Would you quit clicking buttons? Make me nervous when you do that. Now I don't know which direction I'm going, though. Do I have a map? No. Is it... Are they all high pressure now? That one's high pressure. That one's high pressure. Okay. Guess it's... Oh, wait a minute. I need to pull the lever again, don't I? Wait, what direction am I going? It's in the closet.
I've got to hide before the guards see me.
Now, which direction do I go? Exit. Probably towards the exit. I'm gonna guess the one that direction makes the most sense, right?
Damn.
Well, I'm not controlling this. He's just doing it. Unreal Engine 4.
Doctor, is that you?
Don't you worry about the doctor.
I'm
Right
Dr.
now,
Jonathan
we'll have
Reed.
Plenty to keep him busy with his precious machine. It gives us time to get away. I'll undo you.
Get away?
No, don't trust him.
Get away where? I can't go anywhere. It'll find me, like it found me here. You're mistaken about the beast. Don't stay with me, or you'll end up the same way.
You're Sanders, aren't you? I heard you from my cell. What did they do to you? What does Fuller want with you?
The doctor? You think it's the doctor who scares me? The doctor wants to heal me. But he's the one who's crazy. He wants to restore my sight. He wants to give me back my eyes. And yet I told him that I didn't want him. I do not want to see it anymore. The real culprit is Sarah. Her and her accursed paintings.
You're kidding me. You're talking about Sarah Hawkins.
The one and only. The legendary. There is no artist more enlightened or cursed than Sarah Hawkins.
In her office, I saw signs of a ritual, perhaps an invocation. These things, that's what makes you say she's cursed.
You're wrong. It was not an invocation, but a revocation. But she failed. And that's what counts.
What's going on this island?
I'm so sorry. We should never have met.
What are you talking about?
Destiny! It has trapped you. Don't let it see you, or you won't be able to escape it. Don't look at it. That's how it finds you.
What finds me?
Sarah Hawkins' visitor. The Shambler.
Sanders, pull yourself together.
Without her, it's no longer possible to save me.
No! Sanders! What the hell? I gotta... Okay. This is insane. What killed him?
The Shambler, I imagine. Jesus. I still get that medicine point. In the cell of the patient that they forcibly removed, the same symbol repeated over and over again. A star with a kind of branch at its center. Branch? Not really. That's not what it seemed like to me. The most astonishing thing is that this poor wretch was visited by Sarah Hawkins. What was their relationship? If I find him, will I learn more about the death of this enigmatic woman? Dr. Colden's plan did not work. Another doctor, perhaps her superior, caught her in the act, and she had to go upstairs without me. The guards are still in front of the door, and I'm in no condition to fight. I must find a way to create a diversion. I've got two possibilities to create the diversion that will allow me to get to the floor above unnoticed. The electric machine or the gas piping system. One or the other should allow me to create enough chaos for the guards to leave their posts. I discovered a strange electric machine. It links two vats filled with a translucent liquid in which huge organs are floating to a power system that power-up system that runs to a dentist chair. I don't think the up is necessary. I've got no idea what it's used for, but if I could overload the thing, it might create the diversion I need. There's an installation that seems to supply the whole complex with gas. The cells are fitted out so that there is a continuous feed. If I could get the pressure to build up, I might be able to blow it up and create a diversion. It really blew up. I didn't hear anything, by the way. This man, Francis Saunders, died right before my eyes, tortured by the doctor, a dirty bandage covering his eyes, dying. He was lifted off the ground. He wasn't on the ground. And his body twisted as if some invisible power was handling it. I didn't see anything, but with the gas they send into the cells, the injections, I don't know what's true. He accused Sarah Hawkins just before he died. That confirms the fact that they knew each other. Those treacherous women are the problem. This grid like Omnigod, not so much. Did I get that? I feel like I didn't. Did I? Was I at 20 when I got that thing, or did it save when I got that? Oh, I have 2 skill points available. Ooh, what do I want to put them in? Well, first, eloquence. The death of Francis Saunders. Very terrifying. The weirdness of Francis Saunders' death went far beyond anything Pierce had ever seen. Lifted off his feet by an invisible force, the poor man's body was carried into the air before being thrown violently against the bars of his hiding place. Was he hiding? I think he was put there by the people working here. Pierce, powerless, watched the limbs break and Sanders' bodies crumple to the ground. During long moments of agony, the detective saw nothing that could explain this event. Weakened by his wounds and the operations he could remember undergoing, Pierce begins to question his ability to tell the difference between reality and the nightmares that haunt him. Yet I'm still stable. Age 47, from now until forever, because he's dead. Although Bradley was dead. Art dealer. Oh. Francis Saunders, retired art dealer, moved to Darkwater to find some peace and quiet, as well as artifacts from lost civilizations. Why would he find them there? How many lost civilizations do you think lived on this island? Because why is that plural? Fascinated by the work of Sarah Hawkins, he set his heart on owning one of her strangest paintings, The Shambler. He was so insistent and adept in his request to buy the painting that the painter gave it to him. no, I lost some of my clues that I found. Or, yeah, I did. You bitches. I'm not gonna go back and find those. You stole them from me. The truth is, I'm just too lazy to go back. I already created the diversion. Although, is it possible that the guys are just down in the pipe room forever now? Missy, what are you doing? Missy! What are you— get down! Get down! That's not the direction you were supposed to go. What the fuck? Go faster! Wait, which direction am I supposed to go? Not that one, okay.
Damn! The gas! Oh. My head.
Later. We need to move on.
Are you awake? Pierce woke up in an asylum installed in the cellars of the Riverside Institute. He met Dr. Colden, a female friend of Bradley, who helped him escape. Wandering through the corridors of this place where Dr. Fuller reigns supreme, Pierce was able to talk to a man called Francis Saunders. Before dying in full view of the detective, he accused— he accused Sarah Hawkins of being the cause of his torments. Pierce finally left the cursed building. Didn't really leave the building? What is with the writing in this? They're like, the writing is not the same as what I'm experiencing. Accompanied by Bradley and Colden. Was she there? Or so now we're like saying that shit happened that I'm not seeing? Like, what? The companions in misfortune decide to use the Hawkins mansion as a hideout. Why? Isn't that the entrance to the caves? So yeah, they were telling me things that they're essentially white spacing in the game. It's an octopus! An evil one! They're all evil, who are we kidding?
Who goes there?
No one.
That
You're
nightmare
alone.
again. I need a drink.
No, you need to spend a character point. Missy, you just blinked out my screen. Get down. Get down. Get down. I didn't see anything else. I don't know why you're acting like there's something to read over there. Oh, he's grayed out because he's deceased now. Stop! Cellars of the Riverside Institute. Strictly speaking, I didn't spend much time in the hospital. When I woke up, I was immediately transferred into the cellars of the Institute, a sort of clandestine asylum where Dr. Fuller carried out his experiments on patients without being troubled. Unknown machines sit beside anatomical drawings that are disturbing, to say the least. I just managed to escape from this place. I might not have as much luck another time. I was like, what? What? Well, it's much less creepy in the daytime.
You're awake, Mr. Pierce. How do you feel?
Did I sleep long?
The day is only starting. It's fine.
Get out of my face. sit down and go. I'm talking to him.
How's our fugitive? Dr. Fuller hasn't reported your disappearance to the force, but that'll come soon.
What am I looking at?
Bradley? Who else would it be?
Mr. Pierce, are you all right? You look like you saw a ghost.
There are things I can't explain.
Tell us. What happened?
I met a Francis Sanders. Do you know him?
Of course, he's a patient. Or was. I haven't seen him since Dr. Fuller had him transferred to the basement.
He knew Sarah Hawkins, and that's what killed him.
What? How did he die?
Well, that's hard to explain.
I'm not sure I can explain.
Yeah.
Tell me how Mr. Sanders died.
He was thrown around the room by an invisible force. She marches me right back into the asylum.
I didn't see what, but something was there with us.
Of what do you speak?
Sanders said it was Sarah Hawkins' visitor. He spoke of it like a living being.
Sarah Hawkins? Have I missed something here? This makes no sense. I don't see how it can help crack the Hawkins case.
You really think she's involved? How could she have murdered Mr. Sanders?
I didn't say that.
Sanders mentioned Mrs. Hawkins just before dying. It's no coincidence.
You know, Francis Sanders was a well-known art collector. I guess you can still pay a visit to his wife, Irene Sanders.
An art collector, you say? That's probably how they met.
If you plan on having dinner at the Sanders household, please spare the widow the tale of her late husband's suffering.
I don't agree. She deserves the truth.
But that truth may be biased. We don't know the bottom of it.
He's right. We can't ignore the truth.
But it could drive her mad.
Better madness than ignorance. Very well. I'll go to see Francis's widow.
Wait,
Perhaps I'll find a link between her husband's death and Sarah Hawkins.
Don't end up in the hospital this time.
I'll do my best.
Can I talk to you guys?
Let us
still?
go now and learn the truth about what's happening on this island.
I can't. Why do I feel like I keep getting cut off
The other
from
night's events are
conversations?
still confused in my head.
Well, you died, so there was that. God damn it. You're like making
Let us
it.
go now and learn the truth about what's happening on this island.
Watch this game. It's like, you have all these dialogue options. I'm only gonna let you choose one. Pierce, Colden, and Bradley decided to team up to solve this Sarah Hawkins case. They have a new trail to follow. Francis Saunders, an art collector and friend of the painter, friend, who died right in front of Pierce. The detective goes to his house in order to speak to his widow about the shambler that the unfortunate man mentioned before he died. Should be a lot of art in this place, isn't there? How did he get there?
What can I do for you, sir?
Mrs.
Didn't
Sanders?
know where to go.
I'm a private detective. We must talk about your husband and his ties to Sarah Hawkins. Can I come in?
You may.
Your mouths don't move
However,
that
before
much.
we go any further, please know that my husband died yesterday.
That is precisely what brings me here.
Well, well, look who's here.
This is
You
awkward.
know each other.
Our paths crossed, briefly. The brave detective has a talent for sticking his nose into my business.
I bump into her every time I'm investigating someone's death.
How?
It's a small island, detective.
This is only the second
My
time you're
island.
investigating a different
It's better
death.
that it's you bumping into me.
You're investigating Francis' death. Why? Who hired you?
No
I
one.
spoke to Francis before he died. His story suggests a link to a case I'm working on.
Well, since this business has got nothing to do with me, I'll be in your husband's office, Irene. We'll carry on later.
Very well, Miss Baker. This way, Mr. Pierce. And do make yourself comfortable. It would seem that you have much to tell me.
There's a lot of this game that I'm not in control of.
May I inquire as to when you had the opportunity to talk to my husband?
Yesterday. I met him at the hospital. He spoke to me about Sarah Hawkins.
Oh, of course he spoke to you about her. That's all he talked about. Sarah Hawkins and her paintings. Please forgive my tone. The fact is that I have not been allowed to see him since he was interned. You,
well, that's
on the other
ridiculous.
hand, a perfect stranger, were able to see him and even talk with him the day he died. How was he? Were you present when he had this attack? What happened?
He died screaming.
What happened to your husband is terrible, Mrs. Sanders. But from what I saw, it was inevitable. The man I met yesterday had lost his reason. He suffers no longer.
Where am I looking?
Platitude.
Of course.
What?
Thank you
Why?
for your kind words. Nobody in that hospital would have deigned to speak them to me. However, it will require more than that to soothe my mind. I need to understand. How could this happen? In a reputed institute? And right before your eyes? Did you not do anything to help him?
Do you know how to fight a incorporeal monster? Because I don't.
Mrs. Sanders, I understand your grief, and I extend my deepest condolences to you. But I had nothing to do with the death of your husband. I've just arrived on Darkwater. I'm investigating the death of the Hawkins family.
The death of the Hawkins family? You mean it was not an accident? This accursed island knows only tragedy after tragedy. You too would be advised to flee it like the plague. Oh, I'm tired, Mr. Pierce. I would be grateful if you could tell me what you expect of me, and then leave.
Did your husband talk to you about Sarah Hawkins' visitor? A shambler, to use his precise terms.
Well, you can imagine that's all he talked about. It's exhibited at the center of the gallery. No better place for the painting that endowed him with the privilege of such a shameful and miserable end to his life.
Jesus.
The Shambler is a painting by Sarah Hawkins.
Who else to paint such horrors? Take a look for yourself, if you feel so inclined.
It is my only lead at this stage. I suppose I have nothing to lose.
Then you have paid no heed. For my part, I refuse to set foot in that gallery again. But if you're so eager to see it, I would urge you to make the most of your visit. Because I count on ridding myself of that thing as soon as I can.
Thank you, Mrs. Sanders. I won't be long.
This is actually a lot like Vampire, like format-wise. Like, not entirely, but somewhat. Anthony Howe talks to people, like, investigating something. 52. Dr. Fuller reigns as the undisputed master of the Riverside Institute and its cellars, in which he carries out illegal experiments on his patients. I don't know what he has done to me, but I shouldn't be back on my feet so soon after my fall when the tunnels under the Hawkins mansion caved in. Sorry. Just trying to message. This man is dangerous, and I'd swear that he knows more about all this business than he's willing to tell. Irene, it's clear that she holds Sarah Hawkins responsible for the death of her husband. Well, so did her husband. So they had that in common. Match made in Darkwater. But what I don't understand about Irene Saunders is this mix of sadness and insensitivity. She's a little bitter. Her husband just died. It looks like she had given up on her husband long before his horrid death. Yeah, because he went insane in the cellars of the Riverside Institute. She's probably both sad and bitter, because she probably had some hope that maybe her husband could come back from his insanity. And his death released her from that hope, but it also means it'll never happen and she'll never get her husband back. It's not that hard to understand, Pierce. Be sure to rifle through her things.
Did she really care for him after all?
Dear Madam, I acknowledge receipt of the letter in which you demand the body of your deceased husband. I am sorry to inform you that I cannot, again, that's one word, agree to the return of his body to you. That is fucked up. At the moment of his internment, you signed a discharge allowing me to dispose of his body as I see fit. I extend my deepest condolences to you, Thomas Fuller. You motherfucker, and that was his handwriting.
The day the Shambler came into the Sanders' lives.
A photograph of Sarah Hawkins next to Saunders. They must be close. They're not next to each other. They're actually like a painting width apart. Literally.
Francis Sanders and Sarah Hawkins were close. Friends, even? A house of artists. A house of artists. Sanders' accession register. He wrote beside the Shambler. Finally. What did Sarah Hawkins fear so much that she didn't want to sell the painting?
He just really liked the painting.
He finally won. Was Sanders aware of his imminent doom? She didn't want Sanders to have the painting. She must have felt devastated.
Why did she let him have it?
She despises Sarah Hawkins, but it's the painting she truly hates. Why?
Because it's horrifying. Have you looked at that thing?
The Shambler. I need to see it.
You really don't. Oh. Let's see. What's this text? I finally reached the stairs that lead to the first floor of the Riverside Institute, but on the way I inhaled some gas that was leaking from a damaged pipe, and I passed out. I remember Bradley alive? Really? Who was talking to me, and I came to in the Hawkins mansion. I must understand what I'm doing here and what happens next. The Saunders and Sarah Hawkins were close, it's undeniable. The widow didn't tell me everything, but her house speaks for her. Everything began with Francis Saunders' obsession with The Shambler, an exceptional painting in more ways than one. In theory, Francis Saunders was a renowned art collector. I must question his widow, Irene Saunders, to know more about his links with Sarah Hawkins and to discover the identity of the visitor he talked about before he died. The Shambler is a painting. Irene Saunders doesn't seem to know what she hates the most, Sarah Hawkins or her work. The fact remains that she accuses her of costing her husband's sanity. That was oddly phrased. He apparently gouged out his own eyes. Gouged his own eyes out under the influence of the painting. I must see it. This painting must be fucking crazy. People gouging out their eyes. I gotta see this art. The key to the gallery is probably in the office. The Saunders and Sarah Hawkins were close. It's undeniable. The widow didn't tell me everything, but her house okay. That was the... Okay. Bitch. What's my sanity? Ooh, another thing about medicine. This second volume in this series covers everything from gas gangrene to trench nephritis. In addition to a precise and detailed study, the book presents some avant-garde theories. The incredible complexity of this book reserves it for medical experiments. Would you stop clicking the buttons? Yeah. My medicine now. 2.
Let's see what this cylinder has to say once it's inserted in a phonograph.
Okay. An audio recording that Francis Saunders left for his wife, Irene. You're just gonna steal that? Okay. You know, she's right there.
Irene, I made a mistake. I fear that it might be too late for me. Nobody should enter, except to burn everything. I never had the courage. Pay somebody to do it. He's inside my head. I see him behind my eyelids each time I shut my eyes. I can't take any more.
Oh.
I can't hold him back.
I thought he was done.
Forgive me.
That accursed gallery. Those accursed paintings. That accursed Sarah.
You okay? You know, these paintings aren't that good either. That happened, right? Skulls. There's like cubist skulls.
A strange Amerindian pendant.
I wonder what its purpose could be. Oh, occultism progression.
I could use one of those.
Sleeping pills. Everyone wants fucking sleeping pills. The Whale and the Cod, A Brief History of Darkwater Island by Erwan Greenmouth. It is focused on the past glory of the island.
Strange. For months, Sarah Hawkins refused to part with her painting, to finally give it away for nothing.
Sweater, get cold. Dear Francis, I beg you to give up all hope of ever owning this accursed painting. If our friendship has any meaning for you, please spare me the weight of guilt. I cannot fucking life of me. It's one word. Be the architect of your fall. I beg you, my dear friend, forget the shambler, your friend, Sarah Hawkins.
Another volume of the Reverend's wife's diary.
This volume spends some time on Reverend Wickwood's community. His wife expresses her worries about the strange dreams that the Reverend's congregation are having since their arrival on the island. Some members of the community, her husband included, began to speak of their vision as a messenger sent by God. She is scared that they will suffer the same fate as the lost tribe. Key. I need strength for that for some reason. Dissertation on an anatomical question. It is the work of a student in book form. Although the observations are relevant, they lack the expertise of an experienced physician. However, the questions asked allow us to imagine new ways of exploring human anatomy. I figured that was medicine. It takes forever to get up in those. Read the book? Beyond reality, except to read the book. Dude, that's not... the grammar in this game is so fucking awkward. It is a kind of encyclopedia of monstrous and unknown creatures. I'm beginning to believe that they exist. Yeah. Malleus Beastarium. Pierce read an ancient treatise, the Malleus Beastarium. This bestiary makes an inventory of numerous creatures from the occult world or parallel dimensions. The very nature of its knowledge makes it an unholy book. By reading it, Pierce lost some sanity. Oh, I see. It's actually a meter. I'm shaken. The ordeals you have gone through have left their mark, but you still manage as best you can. You keep your mind busy in order to chase away doubts and painful memories. You still have some way to go. Who knows where your mind could lead you along the paths of insanity. Dimensional Shambler. The dimensional shambler comes from a dark and inhospitable dimension, where the rarity of food sources keeps it in a state of permanent starvation. This is why it is in a constant state of readiness to travel to other dimensions in order to feed on its inhabitants. Make sure you never weaken the veils of your dimension, otherwise you risk attracting this very dangerous creature. Should this happen, you... Ooh, maybe that was the thing that was in the house with all the scrape marks and stuff. Should this happen, you just have to lay eyes upon it for its being to anchor itself in your dimension and allow it to rip you open with its claws. Extract taken from Malleus Beastarium by Abigail G. Men will gather the knowledge through the lines dictated to me by the great old ones, but also in other volumes. The visions that assail me whisper me names and silhouettes of mystical creatures. Soon the Malleus Monstorium, repository of all anatomical, cosmic, and dimensional knowledge, will be seen as the authoritative work. This book, unholy among the most cursed books, will one day be the final rampart between man and the predators that are waiting to devour him. Hidden behind the veils of parallel dimensions. Extract taken from Malleus Beastarium by Abigail G. She left.
That's twice you've stepped on my toes, Detective. Try not to make a habit of it.
I've got a lot of bad habits.
Some can be more fatal than others. What have you come looking for in this gallery?
Eloquence, i.e. lie.
I have a well-off client in Boston who heard about the death of Francis Sanders and wanted me to size up his estate before making an offer to his widow.
Nice story. Bad lie. Learn how to dupe, Detective. But as long as you keep out of my way, you're free to carry on with your visit.
And you? What brings you to the Sanders home?
I'm here on business. Irene asked me to liquidate all these paintings. She doesn't intend to hang around here for long.
Why you?
Believe it or not, there aren't many collectors on Darkwater. It needs someone with a network and a means of transport to the mainland. A choice that comes down to Fitzroy and me. And I'm far more pleasant, wouldn't you say?
I don't know, you stab people. So that painting that I saw that changed, there's a lot of cubist paintings in this place, is actually of Irene. So I think she's going, it had blood on it, so I think she's going to die. Why is there a place to hide in here? That's terrifying. Why would I need to hide in here?
These artifacts date from pre-Columbian times.
It's a really big face. Just, Why even force me to press 1 for that one? Hey, wait, didn't we see this underneath the mansion?
The man transformed an entire wing of his manor into an art gallery.
I think that's pretty fucking awesome, honestly. Well, the art could kind of leave something to be desired. liked disturbing art, didn't he? Jesus, what the fuck is with the ceiling? And none of these are normal. He was just into freaky shit.
Why was he so interested in old weapons?
Kind of a cluttered display over here. Smaller thing of the cherub. Some of these are just smaller or bigger versions of the same thing. This is not the creepiest thing in this gallery. Only if it, like, you know, actually comes out of the painting. Yeah, why did you want to look at this painting? I didn't want to look at this painting. If it was up to me, we wouldn't be looking at this fucking painting. We literally read in the Bestiarium that if you lay eyes on it, it becomes anchored to your reality. And that you didn't want to, like, make the veil between your dimensions weak, because then he would come in. What the fuck, Pierce? This is your fault! Don't look at it! Don't look at it! Don't look at it!
What the hell was that?
The Shambler! Fucking obviously! Into alien isolation. Shit, he has to get out. He's gonna lose it. What am I trying to do, though? Trying to get out? Oh, I can't get out.
I can't even touch it.
Oh god! Oh! Oh god! Oh god! supposed to do?
Way out. No choice. I must get rid of it.
How? Ah! How? Okay, how do I get past it?
What the hell was that?
How do I get past this? The windows are all... Oh! Oh, I did not see it. Oh my god.
What the hell was that?
Ooh. Did he just spot me? Jesus Christ!
What the hell was that?
Okay. Hold on. How do I get past the Shambler? You can outrun it and duck into a cupboard, apparently. Okay.
Damn. Did it hear that?
Okay, that did not work. Damn it! Ah! Why did he break that? He could have just lifted it open. You know, like a normal human being.
Damn. Did it hear that?
I guess I wasn't expecting him to break it, honestly. Now that I know he was going to do that. Go away, 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 go away. I can't hear anything.
Maybe.
Ah! Oh shit! Not very fast. Is that the wrong dagger? Oh my god, this is crazy stupid. Let me see. Okay, so that's not the right dagger. Good to know.
What the hell was that?
Spend my points later. Oh shit, he's right there. I couldn't see anymore. Doesn't matter, he's got me. Yeah. God, this part is hard. Okay. I'll try to get this next time, which would be on the 20th. So let's talk about the schedule and the permanent stuff. Permanent stuff, semi-permanent first. September 28th is the book club for Alice's Book Circle on Rumble. The book is The Last Unicorn by Peter S. Beagle, and I'm almost done with it for my first reading through of it. Really, really good. I definitely suggest it. And if you read it, you could be on the live stream with me. Just send me a message and we can talk about the book on live stream. Next, would you shut up? There's a link to the script in the description to buy a copy of my book. There is a link to join my Discord. There is a link to tip me, and there is a link to my locals. And if you join my locals as a paying member, you get access to exclusive stuff for this channel and exclusive writing that is only available there. And then now let's talk about the schedule for the week. So tomorrow at 3 p.m. Caleb Beer's channel talking about the Master and His Emissary on YouTube. And then Sunday at noon, the exclusive live stream for Spec Ops The Line. And then Sunday night is gaming reveal. I've already sent the wheel spin reveal to people in the exclusive places. I'm like trying to remember what the game is. Monday, nothing. Tuesday, Baldur's Gate 3, the D and the D playthrough, which is Genevieve. And then Wednesday night, the Dim News on the Dim side with Beverly on Rumble. And then Thursday at noon, the exclusive rerun live stream. Thursday night, I might be back with the Dim stream. We'll find out closer to the date. Monday, I might be playing Warframe. I know I keep saying I might be playing maybe Warframe someday, maybe Warframe, and I just keep teasing you, but it's about I'm only going to play it if my friend is going to play it with me at this point, and we keep like missing each other on opportunities there. And then oh, I totally forgot because I was working so hard today, but the first Resident Evil Spooktober highlights reel for this year came out at 3 p.m. today. I need to share the link around. It's for Resident Evil 5. It's an hour and 45 minutes long. It includes 2022 and 2023's live streams. Resident Evil 6 is going to come out next Friday for the highlights reel, and the week after that is supposed to be Resident Evil 7, but this one's really long, and I'm already off schedule for it by 2 days, which is, it gets tricky. I'm pretty sure that's everything for the schedule for the week. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Merch. Yeah. Check out my new shop at cafepress.com/AlexofAllTrades for all kinds of products with my face on them.